it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today I want to talk about this scandal that it's been everywhere, y'all. Like, I know y'all heard about it, I know y'all seen it. I have been like really ignoring it because, to be honest, this is nothing new. Rich people have been doing this for years. They've been doing this forever. Like, a lot of rich parents, I believe, they pay their kids way through college, or they pay their kids way through life just because they don't want their kids to seem as failures, or sometimes because they want their kids to be someone that they can brag about to their other friends and their colleagues and stuff like that. So they don't want to seem like failed parents. But in all reality, like, to be honest, this is a sign of poor parenting. Like, this is like really like scandalous. This is really bad. But not only are the parents at fault, but also the kids. The kids knew what was going on. It's no denying that the kids didn't know. They knew they weren't in the SAT center or the ACT center taking these tests. They knew all that. They knew they weren't doing the admissions and stuff like that. Especially the little girl, Olivia, or whatever, on YouTube, the YouTuber. Like, to be honest, listening to her talk about, you know, her life and stuff like that, and she just screams like rich, entitled, spoiled brat. Like, all of that. When I listened to her channel and when I seen some of her videos, she is a brat. Like, she even said, I don't even like college, I just want to experience the party. That's neither here nor there. But what made me kind of upset about this situation is the fact that not only are they putting the blame on, you know, the 50 parents, I'm upset that they're not looking at these testing centers. And what really makes me mad is because for years, like, honestly, y'all, for years, I've been saying that these testing centers are rigged. Why is it so hard? I went to an HBCU undergraduate, and for my master's, I went to a predominantly white college. Very sad that some educators will tell black kids to put that they're white on a test because you're graded differently. You know, that's sad. And I've always said these tests are rigged. These tests aren't right. The fact that the top scammer, like the crooked guy, the fact that he paid people to take the test, and the fact that not only did he pay people to take the test, he told the parents to lie and say that the kids have learning disabilities so that they can take the test by themselves, so that the proctor could change the answers or help the kids take the test as a one-on-one test. Like, to be honest, not only should they be looking at these parents and the #1 scammer, they need to also look at these testing centers. And not only the testing centers, but also the colleges, because the colleges knew. The colleges knew. Like, y'all know my favorite show is Law and Order. Law and Order already did an episode on this way back, way in the past. They did a show on this, and basically rich women were sleeping with the admissions coaches to get their kids through college. Now, I want to go ahead and read, like, I just wanted to go ahead and start off with that little bit, but let me go ahead and read the whole little article, whatever, and then I'm going to tell my thoughts, my real honest thoughts about this, because this is not the first time I've heard about, like, scandals like this, but I want to compare it to another scandal that happened not too long ago, but the difference was they were all black. So the article that I seen was Justice Department officials said in a press conference in Boston on Tuesday that the case is the biggest college admissions scandal they've ever prosecuted. In addition, Huffman and Aunt Becky, dozens of high-powered executives, also allegedly took part in the scheme, paying up to $6 million to assure their children's acceptance to competitive universities like Yale, Georgetown, Stanford, and the University of Southern California. The operation was reportedly run by the name of a man named Rick Singer, who created a for-profit college admissions company based in Newport Beach, California, and it began in 2011. According to justice officials, parents would pay a predetermined amount of money that would go to either bribing SAT and ACT administrators into letting them alter kids' test scores. Some even had people posing as the student and take the test. They even went to the extent to bribe college coaches and athletes who would allegedly create fake profiles of the students as athletes and Photoshop their face onto athletes. So of course y'all seen everywhere about Becky and Huffman. I mean, and then people are trying to say, oh, Huffman only gave $15,000, Becky gave almost $500,000. A crime is a crime. What they say, if we was to commit it, a crime is a crime. It don't matter if it's $10, $20, or $2,000. Wrong is wrong. So I don't understand why people keep saying, oh, she had this little amount, her time should be different. All of them across the board. First of all, they need to have jail time. Not only do they need to have jail time, but they also need to be fined. Maybe even give that money to a college that deserve it, or give it to kids that actually want to go to school. Not these kids that don't care. They want to spend their mommy and daddy's money. They don't even want to be there. They pay their way through life to be the next president, and you have situations like this. And the reason why this is so big is because there's so many kids out here, well, let me call them students. There's so many students out here that want to go to college, but they cannot afford college. They can't afford to go there. And some people think, you know, education is not that important. For some things, yes, I don't think you should go to school. Sometimes people can say college is overrated, but the truth is college is just not for everybody. But there is certain jobs in life that you will need a degree to get. You have these kids that are bribing their way through school that don't even want to be there. Like, they don't even want to be there. That's why everybody is upset. Like, one of the girls literally got on camera and said she'd rather be partying than being in school. Like, it's a slap in the face for kids that deserve to be there. I'm pretty sure there were so many kids that got denied from Yale, got denied from all those elite schools. And now they see this and they see that people paid their way. They don't only need to look at the parents, they need to look at the universities, they need to look at these testing centers. They need to resurface and look at all this stuff. I personally believe, and I know some people might not agree with me, I believe that testing, especially the SAT and the ACT, I think they should be abolished. I don't even think they should have that, because for years I thought those tests was rigged. For years. At the end of the day, let kids apply to college, use their real life experiences to get them there, because at the end of the day, you have to do the work. I don't care if you had a 1600 test score. If you go to college, you still have to put in that work for 4 years, if your test score was good or not. You know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking them tests was rigged, paying $200. Y'all, literally, when I was taking the SAT, I probably spent over $2,000 taking a test from my junior year to my senior year. I could not get good scores on that. So then I took the ACT. I took the ACT about 3 times. Not only that, the ACT and the SAT, once I got to college, I had to take the praxis test. I took the praxis. It took me like 6 times to even pass. No, I never passed the praxis, actually. I passed the gate. It only took me 2 times to pass the gates. Thank you, Jesus. But it took me like 6 times to keep failing the praxis, and they're like $250 tests. So like, you have us struggling. But these parents are paying their way because they don't want to look like a bad parent, because their kids don't do nothing. Their kids, and it's so crazy because I know a lot of people talk about, you know, the self-made and stuff like that, and, you know, kids coming out there. Just because you are in a $1 million household does not mean that your child is going to be as successful as you. We see so many celebrity kids that don't do nothing. Like, they don't do anything. You're like, dang, your parents is this successful and all you do is this. You know what I'm saying? So the whole scandal was crazy. Everything was crazy about it. But not too long ago, in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, they had a cheating scandal. And the cheating scandal was real big. Like, it was the administrators. People were, you know, changing up the kids' test scores so that they could get bonuses and stuff like that. Like, y'all can research it. But those people that were caught into that scandal, not only did they have to pay back fines, all of them were black. and they all received prison time, if I'm not mistaken. If not all of them, majority of them got prison time, and I think they went in last year, to be honest, and they got racketeering charges and stuff like that. So like when it came to Black and brown, they went to jail. Rich people just do the weirdest stuff to me. Like, honestly, they do the weirdest stuff to me. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, it's a slap in the face for kids that really care and kids that really are committed to their jobs and kids that really want to succeed in life. To be honest, like, I'm someone that I love to preach education, but I also like to preach affordable education. I don't believe in going to these Ivy League schools. I feel like you could get the same education at an HBCU. You can also get the same education at a community college. At the end of the day, a doctor is going to be a doctor, no matter if they went to Yale or if they went to Fayetteville State. So as long as that school is accredited, you're gonna be fine. Teacher there is gonna get a job just like a teacher over here. So I understand, oh, it's a prestige school and everybody want to say, oh, I went to Yale and stuff like that, and I get that, but we still gonna be working in the same place. I'm not gonna be walking around and saying, oh, I went to Yale. Yeah, maybe opening up some doors, but hey, I went here. Like, who cares? All it is a piece of paper, a certificate that you're gonna put on the wall. So I don't get why people are so like, they get so hung up on these Ivy League schools. They all just a whole lot. I don't know. I really want to know you guys' opinions about it. Like, to be honest, it's all bull crap to me. Like, don't cheat your way through life, because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back on the back end. And I feel sorry for some of the, no, I don't. Because the kids knew. At first I was going to say I feel sorry for some of the kids, but the kids knew. It was even one young lady that told her mom she didn't want to scam her way through school, and they weren't caught in the scandal. But as far as the kids, they knew they weren't taking them tests. They knew they didn't even want to be in school. Like, they knew. The parents knew. The schools knew. The testing centers knew. SAT and ACT, they need to be fined just as well as everybody else. Like, they really need to look into some of these departments, because there's kids out here that literally try their hardest to get in some of these schools, and they don't. But these rich parents can pay these people off to get there, and that's not right.
Can we stay home tonight? Try something new tonight. This drink got me feeling right.